Hey, I just want to do some homework from section 3.3. So I already have a problem detailed out here already. Let's do another one in real time here. So this is finding a vertex, maximum, minimum, range, intervals of increasing, decreasing. So the first thing, when you're looking at a function like this, you got to identify what the a, the b, and the c are. The a is a 1. You actually don't write the coefficient when the coefficient is 1. The b is a -8. And the c is a +4. So the sign goes with it. So that subtraction sign becomes a -8 for our coefficient. Now, the fact that a is positive tells us that the vertex is a minimum, and this graph is going to be pointing up, or would hold water if you imagine it raining into this parabola. Now let's create a graph real quick. So I'm going to type this formula into my calculator and like so, and hit graph. Now I'm on the standard window. Z standard, this is zoom number 6, Z standard. Notice it's a little bit off the screen, so I'm going to zoom out just a tad. So I'm going to hit zoom again, and go to number 3 and zoom out. It's not going to look the best, but it gets us the right idea, and then we can go back and change our window as we see fit. So right now it's on -40 to 40. Seems like a little unnecessary. If you hit trace, you can kind of see things are around -12. So let's change it to -15. Sorry, the x values really don't need to be that big. That's one reason it looks kind of bad. It's the y values that we need to change to make them a little smaller. Let's go with -15 to +15. And hit graph. This is going to look a little bit better. All right, so there's our parabola, and okay, so let's find the vertex. Now the vertex is located. Let me get my pen out here. So the vertex is located at -b divided by 2a, comma f of -b divided by 2a. All right, so we just got to compute -b divided by 2a. Now, -b, that'd be -8 divided by 2 times a. So, comma, f of that. Now, let's go ahead and compute what it is. So, the negative of -8 is 8. 8 divided by 2 is 4. So, we're actually talking about 4, comma, f of 4. Now, f of 4 would be 4 squared minus 8 times 4 plus 4. And so our final vertex value is 16 minus 32, which is -32. 16 minus 32, that'd be -16 plus 4 is -12, if I did my arithmetic right. So that's what we put right here. It says type as an ordered pair. So we put that right here, 4, comma, -12. We can verify that on our calculator. If you hit trace here and type in +4, that should be down there at -12, and it is. So, but we're trying to find it exactly, and so this is the formula for the vertex. All right, everything else is pretty straight ahead once you have the graph, and so our graph looks like this. We've got our vertex at 4, -12. The parabola opens upward and has a minimum value of -12. That's the smallest y value. So they're talking about this graph doesn't go anywhere below -12. In fact, that has a lot to do with the range. When we talk about the range, what we mean is what are all the possible y values? And so we start at -12 and we go to positive infinity. All right, the last little bit is about increasing and decreasing. Let me get a nice shot of this onto our screen, if you don't mind. Give me a second. Make this a little bigger. Okay. So there's our minimum point right there. That's That's our 4 comma negative 12. And so our current question is, where is it increasing, decreasing? So it's actually decreasing as it goes downhill through here. And then it changes to increasing along here. Now, if you remember from earlier sections, we report about x intervals where the function is going up or down. When we're talking about increasing, we're saying, what are the x values where the y values are going up? So the y values are going up from here, starting at 4 and going to positive infinity. So we put a parenthesis and then we put a positive infinity. And then on the other side, where is it decreasing? Well, we start out actually at negative infinity and we go all the way to positive 4. And so it takes a little getting used to. These are x intervals where we report this y value behavior. It just takes a little getting used to. Hey, thanks for